The one who overcomes the trials born of desire shall rise supreme in a new world. Do you have what it takes to become Lord?
For those whose passion has just begun to bloom, trials are an inescapable fate, like waves crashing upon the shore. Rise, or be swallowed by the fierce tides of destiny. Trailblazers, stand firm before the first wave. Another trailblazer of fate has arrived. Welcome. Before that, I need to assess your potential. I have weapons here. Let's change locations. I've prepared a small trial for you. They are the guardians of the trial's fate. They'll attempt to hunt your destiny, so make sure you're ready. Practice is over. Let's move on to the next trial. This next one is the real trial. Those who bowed to the waves of destiny soon face yet another trial. Where will fate lead you? Stand against the chains of this trial, or surrender to them? The answer lies ahead. Don't succumb to fate. I'm sure you'll be able to overcome it.
If there's one truth I've learned across countless fates, death feeds both futile ambition and fleeting courage. Will you defy death itself and stand before me? Do you also seek the light with your eyes shut? But you will never conquer death in my presence!
Seems it's a bit too soon for them to face you.
Standing in my way again, Radiant.
It must have been quite the bothersome trial for a first encounter. Though it was an illusion, your strength was still lacking. But don't worry too much. People grow stronger through trials. Moreover, seeing the flow of Oru within you, I believe you have the potential to carve out a great destiny. She likely thinks the same. She is waiting for you as well. Follow the path where the power of your fate leads you.
I've been expecting you. You, who have overcome fierce trials and opened the path forward. Many trailblazers have walked this journey, forging their own destinies. Some left behind grand legacies, others only faint whispers. And you, what of your flame? Will it burn bright enough to carve a greater destiny? From here on, trials will test you, and destiny will call upon you. Step forward, shape your own path, and rise to become Lord.
As the weak fell to their knees, dark clouds veiled all lives. Feeding on death and sorrow, they drenched the land in blood and tears. Yet in that endless darkness, a tiny candle flickered. A single flame, yet brighter than any light. Just like the morning sun, breaking the horizon at dawn.
Didn't expect to see you here again. What a surprise. Dien Port is where many adventurers begin their journeys, and it's also where you will begin carving out your own destiny. But it might not be a good idea to travel without any weapons. I think you should give Delegion Ranger Noah a visit. She'll provide you with some useful equipment.
Yubar told me about you. I have a lost and found box for weapons, but I'm not sure if you'd find anything useful here. This isn't in very good shape. Why don't we try appraising it? If you're lucky, you might find a weapon with great abilities. You can use an appraisal scroll for that.
Good thing you were able to find a useful weapon. You can buy various items from the merchants around the village. Why don't you buy some potions from the general supplies vendor Arca?
Quality products.
Since you've got a weapon equipped, let's go try it out. The training grounds should be right outside the village. Go talk to Pierre.
I've heard from you, Bar. You're preparing for a new adventure. Why don't you show the ranger trainees your skills? That's not bad. If you keep up the training, you'll soon make a name for yourself across El Serra. Now, take this. It's always good to see an adventurer grow. I have a gift for you for your journey. Here, take it. This is just an ordinary steed. As you adventure, you'll be able to find a better one. Could you perhaps look for the Rangers? I sent them out for training, but there's been no word from them. It seems they lost the report to Sandshore Raiders. How pathetic. Could you please retrieve it for us? What happens in Dian must be reported to Lordnine. He should be at the northern outpost. Could you please report this on my behalf? It would be greatly appreciated.
I heard from Noah and Pierre. The recent developments are troubling. Disappearances have become more common, and the monsters have grown more vicious. Ranger Andy went to check the pigeon, but he hasn't returned yet. He's not the type to be late. I want to believe I'm just being a worrywart, but could you go check on him? Rangers gather information about Diane through courier pigeons. Everyone in Diane knows about it. Yet, for something like this to have happened, we must hurry. Someone was here. These are recent footprints. We best follow the trail. Except during mating season, white rock shardtails are usually docile. But recently, they've been acting hostile, even though it's not mating season. The white rock shardtail carcass.
Wait! I hunted the White Rock Shardtail, but there's no other reason behind it. As Lord Deligion already knows, people have been disappearing recently. My daughter Vias has also disappeared. While I was searching for her, I saw some suspicious folks heading that way. They looked to be raiders, so I couldn't help but think they must be behind all this. That's why I was investigating.
I can hear screams coming from the place Hunter mentioned. Be cautious of the wing flaps of the screaming wings. If you want to keep your hearing, that is.
That's odd. I didn't know there was a monster with that kind of energy.
Mother screaming wing, but something about it feels different. I hope it's just my age getting to my head. Screaming wings normally don't eat their own young, but they've lost their minds and are devouring their offspring. Something must have changed them. Let's check the nest.
Hold on. Isn't the smell of blood too strong here? It could be Ranger Andy's trail.
Oh, it burns! The heat! It's unbearable!
They've been turned by Dark Oru. How could the Raiders be involved with Dark Oru? One of the missing people. The Raiders and the Dark Oru. This might not be a simple missing people case after all. The Sandshore Outpost is not far from here. Let's head there.
I've been waiting for the pigeon to report the Raiders' movements, but it hasn't come yet. I was about to visit the outpost myself. Their movements have become quite concerning. It seems there was a rebellion recently. Uprisings are rather common, but the real issue is that they used Dark Ore. The one who used the Dark Oru became the new leader, and since then, people have been disappearing more frequently. Could it just be a coincidence? We need to investigate the Sandshore Raiders more thoroughly. But if they've used Dark Oru, we'll need to prepare as well. There's a way to further enhance your weapons and armor. I'll give you a weapon enhancement stone. Try using it on your weapon. Let's enhance your weapon using the enhancement stone. But your weapon might break if you're too greedy. Choose carefully.
different. Just like Senate said, there's a dark and eerie energy.
You saved me! You saved me! If it hadn't been for the exiled Kaiser, we wouldn't be in this mess. He presented the Dark Orb to the boss after returning from the Grey Ruins. It was over in an instant. That orb consumed the boss. And then everything changed. All my comrades pledged their loyalty to Kaiser. We followed Kaiser's orders and kidnapped people. I don't know the reason for taking them. All we know is that they were taken to the base.
We better check out the Raiders' base. We need to find out what they're up to, and how they got their hands on the Dark Orb.
The entrance is filled with dark Oru aura. You realize that great power demands a steep price.
bunch of weaklings. This is the problem with Rangers. They always stick their noses where they don't belong and make everything worse. You're going to pay for daring to set foot in here, traveler! I'm not just going to stand here and take this!
I knew they were dangerous, but I never thought they'd go as far as to self-destruct. The entire base, along with us in it, would have been blown to bits. We need to uncover who gave this fool the Dark Order. Finding the missing people comes first. With the leader gone, Sandshore Raiders will be in disarray. Let's take advantage of this and search for the missing people. Searched the entire base, but the surveillance is too tight. I couldn't find the missing people. Could you help me with the search? Not here either. Best search elsewhere.
This must be related to the Grey Ruins.
Fool. This is classified information for civilians, but I think you should know about the current situation at the Grey Ruins. Before Delegian and Radiant started the revolution, the Lord of Dian resided there. When the Liberation War broke out, it became a ruin, and people lost interest. However, the dead have started to rise again recently. Our comrades sent to the Grey Ruins under Delegian's orders have gone silent. Perhaps the Dark Orb used by the outlaw Kaiser is involved in this. Find Ricardo at the Grey Ruins.
Wait! This place is dangerous. You should turn back. Philagaean sent you. Everyone is scattered because of the undead attack. We don't know where they are. Could you help me check on their whereabouts?
Most of the monsters have been consumed by Dark Order.
Magic is always mystical.
only handle quality goods.
Wait, I hear someone's voice. It's close by.
You must be the one sent by Delegaon. We received word on Northern Dien's situation. We've been investigating the cause of the dead rising again in the Grey Ruins. Throughout the Grey Ruins, we found conduits emitting dark aura. Dark orbs. That's right. They're the same as the one used by Outlaw Kaiser. Ranger Dawn was tracking the raiders, but we've lost contact with him. The last we heard, he was heading toward the graveyard. Can you check the area and look for any signs of him?
In the past, Dian was ruled by a noble named Count Saba, who was far from being a good ruler. He was a tyrant. His followers rising again is anything but good news. Whoever disturbed their rest, one thing is clear. They intend to shatter the peace of Dian. A ranger crack.
First, let's hide ourselves. There's still raiders over there. Just as I feared. Someone is pulling the strings behind them. All they ever did was threaten people, so it felt uneasy seeing them wield Dark Oru. But I never... The raiders handed people over to the wizard, who used them as conduits to raise the dead. Can't even begin to fathom how many lives have been sacrificed. We have to stop them.
More guests. Brought back Saban's lieutenant. I see. Is their true goal to resurrect Dian's old tyrant?
Daddy? It hurts. It hurts so much. Please, help.
A child's body fused with an adult's. How terrible. What kind of monstrosity have they created? How could they do something like this? The Dark Orb may be destroyed, but the Dark Orb still lingers. There might be other conduits left elsewhere. Wraiths here, they're all loyal subjects of the old Empire. Those who once followed the man who ruled Dian with a bloody fist. We need to inform Ricardo about this.
This is a portrait of the Delegaon family. Then that child must be Delegaon's child. One who met an unfortunate end at the hands of Savon. That tragedy sparked the liberation movement. But for Delegaon, it's an unbearable past that can't be undone. I will make sure this portrait is delivered to him. Moreover, the fact that Savon's lieutenant has been resurrected. I have a bad feeling about this. We need to hurry and destroy the remaining dark orbs in the Grey Ruins. According to our investigation, the Dark Order and monsters are showing activity near the west side of the Empire. We best search there.
Dark Order's energy is growing stronger. How could there be such immense power? It's an incredibly powerful energy, too difficult to control. There can't be many who are capable of creating such a strong orb.
Welcome. Well, You're not exactly who I expected to see, though. No matter, as long as Lord Delegion hears about it. Now that I've got what I wanted, how about we have a little fun? This boredom is killing me. It's time to wrap things up. He simply cannot tolerate any delay in his plans. Good luck chasing my shadow again.